Welcome to World Prism. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. For decades, Boeing and Airbus have stood as the twin titans of the global aviation market, shaping the very skies we fly through. Their fiercest competition has played out in China, a market that every major aircraft manufacturer dreams of conquering. As the world's fastest-growing aviation market, China's insatiable demand for air travel has shaped the fortunes and strategies of both giants, influencing everything from aircraft design to global supply chains. But today, the established order is being upended in ways few could have predicted just a decade ago. China is now pivoting away from its heavy reliance on foreign manufacturers, especially Boeing, driven by mounting safety concerns, persistent production delays, and the growing weight of geopolitical tensions. The Chinese government is actively championing Airbus, but even more significantly, it's putting its full support behind its own homegrown aerospace company, COMAC, signaling a new era of ambition. This isn't just a change in purchasing preferences, it's a fundamental realignment of the global aerospace landscape, with ripple effects that will be felt for years to come. China is determined to achieve technological self-reliance, and at the forefront of this ambition stands COMAC's C919, a symbol of national pride and a direct challenge to Western dominance. The era of a comfortable duopoly is ending, giving way to a new three-way contest for dominance in the skies, one that will reshape the industry's future. For Boeing, this moment represents a crisis of confidence. For Airbus, it's a window of opportunity. And for COMAC, it marks the dawn of a bold new chapter in aviation history. The story of China's aviation market is no longer just about buying planes. It's about how a global industry is being remade before our eyes, with China at the very heart of this transformation. Boeing's troubles in China began with the two fatal 737 MAX crashes, shattering trust among Chinese airlines and passengers. China was the first to ground the MAX, signaling its independence from Western regulators and prioritizing safety. Ongoing production flaws and delivery delays have only deepened skepticism, while Airbus has steadily filled the gap. Geopolitical tensions have further sidelined Boeing, with Beijing excluding it from major state-backed orders. Aircraft deals have become political bargaining chips, leaving Boeing at a severe disadvantage. Once a dominant force, Boeing now finds itself largely shut out of a market it helped build. With China projected to need over 8,500 new planes by 2042, Boeing's share is in serious doubt. The company faces an uphill battle against both political headwinds and fierce new competition. As Boeing falters, Airbus has soared in China, securing massive orders from the country's largest airlines. Its deep investment in local manufacturing, especially the Tianjin assembly line, has paid off, building goodwill and embedding Airbus in China's industrial ecosystem. Airbus is expanding its local footprint with new assembly lines and more jobs, aligning perfectly with Beijing's goals. By producing planes in China for China, Airbus is seen as a true partner, not just a foreign supplier. This collaborative approach contrasts sharply with Boeing's more distant relationship. As a result, Airbus now leads the Chinese market, with its aircraft forming the backbone of many fleets. Its strong local presence and trust have secured a steady stream of orders for years to come. Airbus is now well positioned to compete with both a weakened Boeing and the rising COMAC. At the heart of China's new strategy to reshape the global aviation industry is COMAC, the state-backed manufacturer behind the ambitious C919 jet. Founded in 2008, COMAC was created with a clear mission: to break the long-standing duopoly of Boeing and Airbus and establish China as a major player in commercial aircraft manufacturing. The C919, designed to directly rival the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320, is more than just a new airplane. It's a symbol of national pride, technological ambition, and China's determination to achieve self-reliance in high-tech industries. With full government support at every level, COMAC enjoys preferential treatment, generous funding, and a guaranteed domestic market that provides a strong foundation for growth. Major state-owned airlines have placed large orders for the C919, ensuring its presence across China. Today, the C919 is becoming a regular sight on domestic routes, carrying thousands of passengers every day. Production is ramping up rapidly, with COMAC aiming to deliver more jets each year. Real-world use is helping engineers refine the aircraft, improve reliability, and address any technical challenges that arise. This protected home market gives COMAC a unique advantage to scale up operations, gather valuable feedback, and continuously improve its aircraft before taking on international competitors. COMAC is already setting its sights on global markets, debuting the C919 at international air shows and unveiling plans for new, larger models like the C929 to expand its reach. While the immediate focus remains on domestic growth and reliability, the long-term vision is clear. COMAC aims to compete on the world stage and challenge the established giants of aviation. The Dragon is learning to fly, starting in its own backyard, but with its eyes set firmly on the skies beyond China. Despite strong backing, COMAC faces major challenges, chief among them, reliance on foreign technology. The C919 depends on critical systems from US and European suppliers, making it vulnerable to export restrictions and geopolitical tensions. A recent US suspension of engine export licenses exposed this risk, highlighting how easily production could be disrupted. China is developing its own engines, but they're years from commercial readiness. International certification is another hurdle. The C919 is only approved for Chinese airspace, with global certification likely years away. Allegations of corporate espionage and intellectual property theft have also cast a shadow over the program. These issues complicate efforts to gain trust from international regulators and customers. Overcoming technical dependencies and reputational challenges is essential for COMAC's global ambitions. Until then, its reach will remain largely domestic. The path to becoming a true global competitor is long and uncertain. For decades, commercial aviation was a duopoly, Boeing and Airbus battling for every order. Now COMAC's rise is fracturing this order, creating a new triopoly. With a massive domestic backlog, COMAC can scale production without winning a single international order. As it ramps up deliveries, it will displace Boeing and Airbus within China, fundamentally shifting market dynamics. Industry leaders now openly acknowledge this new reality. COMAC's dominance in China, 20% of global demand, makes it a global force by default. In the short term, airlines will operate mixed fleets, but Boeing is clearly losing ground. The triopoly will create a more complex, fragmented market, with COMAC's ambitions extending to wide-body jets and emerging markets. The global aviation landscape is being transformed, with new competition and geopolitical stakes. The changes unfolding in China's aviation market offer a glimpse into the future of flight, a future that moves beyond the long-standing Western duopoly and ushers in a truly multipolar industry. The global balance of power in the skies is shifting, and the effects will be felt far beyond China's borders. Now, three major players, Boeing, Airbus, and COMAC, stand poised to shape the next era of aviation. Each is backed by powerful governments, unique resources, and distinct strategies, setting the stage for fierce competition and innovation. For airlines and passengers alike, this new landscape means more choice than ever before, but it also brings added complexity and uncertainty. Airlines must navigate new partnerships, shifting regulations, and evolving technologies as they decide which aircraft to fly. Boeing faces a daunting task, rebuilding trust after recent setbacks, fixing deep internal issues, and adapting to a new reality, where it's no longer the automatic choice for global carriers. The company must innovate and restore its reputation to remain competitive. Airbus, meanwhile, enjoys a strategic advantage and a strong global presence, but it cannot afford to be complacent. As COMAC grows stronger and more ambitious, Airbus must continue to push boundaries and invest in new technologies to stay ahead. COMAC's journey is just beginning. The company faces significant technological hurdles and the challenge of gaining global acceptance, but its determination and rapid progress are impossible to ignore. With strong state support and access to a vast home market, COMAC's potential to reshape the industry is undeniable. Its success could inspire other emerging economies to develop their own aviation giants. The rise of COMAC signals a new chapter in global aviation, one where emerging powers are not just consumers, but creators and innovators, challenging the status quo. The sky, once ruled by two, is now making room for a third. The competition will drive progress, benefiting travelers and the industry as a whole. The world of aviation will never be the same. As new players rise and old giants adapt, the future of flight promises to be more dynamic, diverse, and exciting than ever before.